The most common engine in this car is a 4.6-liter V8 gasoline engine with 380 horsepower. There is also a hybrid version. The 5-liter gasoline engine combined with an electric motor produces 406 horsepower. They definitely shouldn't be afraid of hybrids and LS. Some rumors that hybrid installations and electric motors are very expensive to maintain and unreliable have no basis and are no different from conventional gasoline cars. The fact is that during braking, the energy is not converted into useless heat, but accumulates in nickel metal hydride batteries, and during acceleration, the accumulated energy provides an additional portion of torque to the drive wheels. If we talk about a regular gasoline 4.6, then with normal maintenance, the reliability of these power units is simply legendary. There are practically no breakdowns, there are no sore spots, so if you maintain the car normally, you can drive it for 300 and 400,000 kilometers. Also, the operation of this V8 unit itself is very pleasant, soft, without additional noise or vibration. Also, for such a large car, fuel consumption is very good. If we talk exclusively about a gasoline car, then fuel consumption can be more than 15 liters per 100 kilometers in the combined cycle. On the highway, such cars generally consume about 10 liters. The transmissions of the gasoline Lexus LS and the hybrid are different. The LS 460 has a conventional hydromechanical 8-speed automatic transmission. The LS 600H has an electromechanical transmission that has 2 stages, and switching from 1 to 2 occurs automatically when a speed of 90 km per hour is reached. In sport mode, the electronics simulate the operation of an 8-speed automatic, fixing a virtual gear. This box is not often installed on Lexus cars, but has been for quite some time. There are no questions about the reliability of 8-speed automatic transmissions. Some owners complain that over time small shocks may appear when switching, but this actually happens after 1,200 kilometers. This is if you never change the oil. As for the hybrid transmission, they don't have a bad reputation either, but the truth and statistics are very small. There aren't that many of these cars. Many owners say that after 100,000 kilometers the interior begins to sound, that is, despite the fact that the plastic visually looks high quality, creaks and sounds are heard from all sides. The quality of the leather is also criticized. It is very thin and soft and is easily scratched. But the story about the suspension, unfortunately, will not be so cloudless. There are issues here that can cost the owner of a used Lexus LS a pretty penny. The air suspension is equipped with shock absorbers with adjustable stiffness, and the ability to change the position of the body perfectly suits any road profile, but changing it around a construction site will not be cheap. In principle, the lifespan of an air strut is 100 to 150,000 kilometers, but to extend its life it is necessary, especially after the winter season, to clean the air struts from the reagent and from dirt deposits that have stuck to them. Most likely, between 100 and 150,000 you will have to change a whole series of silent blocks, anthers, and so on, but if silent blocks, anthers are not so expensive, then levers are worth mentioning among the unpleasantly expensive ones. If you drive carelessly, you will have to change them almost once every 50,000 kilometers. Be sure to have the steering rack diagnosed before purchasing a used LS. It is electric here with an electric motor directly on the rack, and, accordingly, in the event of a breakdown, it requires replacement of the entire assembly, and this is quite expensive. As for the paintwork, it's not the best. No, in no case does the car rust, well, if we talk about chips and small scratches. Here they appear easily, that is, we can conclude that the metal is of high quality, but the painting is thin.